Guys, today I am here with a kind of mini tutorial. I did not do a whole face or even a whole eye look today, but I wanted to show you guys a quick little trick that I have been doing lately that saved me from wasting my money on some shit. So recently I've seen on the market a couple of different companies coming out with glitter eyeliner kits that are either essentially a liquid eyeliner and then a loose glitter that you put over the top, or a regular liquid eyeliner with a glitter eyeliner like suspended in a clear base that you put over the top. It's like color coordinated with the liner that it comes with. They are beautiful looking. They are really cool. If you want to spend the money on them, then go right ahead. I'm sure they perform really well. But as I was about to buy one, because I almost did, I was like, I feel like I could just DIY this shit. Like, I feel like there's just no reason to buy a kit for this. I definitely have things sitting around that I could just do this myself. So I tried it and I was right, and it's pretty easy, but I do have a couple of little tips on how you should do it to make it wear well and all that jazz. So that's what I'm going to show you today, along with a quick little demonstration of how I do it. I don't know if you can see the liner from there. Hopefully you can, but you'll definitely see it when I zoom in a little bit to do the tutorial. There are two different ways that you can go about achieving this look on your own. One way is to use a glitter base and then dab glitter over the top. So in this instance, you would apply black liquid liner, waterproof, obviously, a glitter base over the top of that, and then pat your loose glitter on to the glitter base. Boom, you're done. Bing, bang, boom, you're done so. If you don't happen to have a glitter base sitting around because you don't wear glittery things that often, which I suspect might be the case for a lot of people, you can also just pick up a gel-ish, I don't even know what you call these, like a glitter liner that is suspended in a gel base. This is the NYX Crystal Liner. I also use the Urban Decay Heavy Metal liquid liners for this. It's the same thing. I think that the Urban Decay ones are a little bit nicer as far as the glitter is concerned, but we're going to be covering up the glitter that's in here anyway, so it really doesn't matter. You can use one of these inexpensive ones, because essentially what this is glitter already suspended in a glitter base that you just wipe onto your eye. You should know, if you are going to use this instead of a glitter base, is that these often are not going to be as sticky because there is glitter already in it, which gives the glitter that you're putting on top less surface area to stick to. However, it still works pretty well. Also, sometimes a little bit of the color of the glitter that is already suspended in here will show through, but to be honest with you, it still looks really good and you barely notice at all the other glitter shining through, especially if the glitter that you are using to pat over the top is like a larger grain glitter than what is in here. Probably not gonna really know as much of a difference. I am going to be using the glitter base and patting the glitter over the top method on my eyes today. However, I will show you on the back of my hand what I mean about this, just so you can see what I mean. So I'm just going to swipe some of this on the back of my hand. You do not want to let it dry. I'm going to pick up my brush. I'm going to dip it into my loose glitter and just pat it over the top like I would if it was on my eyeball. I did sort of a messy job with that because it was on the back of my hands and I was trying to point it at the camera and I couldn't really look at it, but you get the point. The glitter is on top. It has stuck. It does the job. I prefer the method with the glitter base, but if you're in a pinch, you're balling on a budget, you don't want to spend extra money on a specific glitter base, it gets the job done. A couple little tips before we actually go into the demonstration, which I will show you in a minute because it's like really simple and really quick, and I didn't really talk through it much because it's like it is that simple and quick. The method is simply to do a regular black winged eyeliner and then lay down the glitter base on a small brush over the eyeliner, and then over that you just dab on some of the loose glitter. Please note that I said dab. That is the absolute key to making this look work. If you try to swipe it on like a liquid liner, it's going to disturb the black liner that you put down first, and it won't have the same opacity and like punch as it will if you keep the base underneath it intact. The first time I experimented trying this method, I kind of swiped a little bit, and if you swipe on the first go, it's not too bad, but if you swipe across and try to like overlap on an area where you already put some glitter base down and the glitter base has been sitting there for a minute, it kind of seeps through the liner layer and the whole thing will lift the color off. So what you want to do is just make sure you're dabbing as you go along. In case you get a spot that's already wet, you're not going to lift the color off of there. Just as a general rule, dabbing motions work better in this scenario. Just warning you, it's the technique that works best. I think that's it as far as like explaining things that I did not explain as I demonstrated all the way through. I will show you now real quick how I did it, and then that's all she wrote. For today's tutorial, we are literally only doing the liner. I've done the rest of my face already off camera because let me tell you something, your girl's behind and she needed to do another look before she started this, and that's just where we're at. First things first, I am going to apply a fairly thick winged liner. I find that when you apply a thick wing, it makes it a little bit easier to make this look pop because you just have more area to put the glitter on after you put the liner, but it's just a matter of personal preference. So if you wanted to do a much more subtle version of this type of a look, you can go with a thinner liner. It's totally fine. I'm gonna go a little thick with it. We're gonna see what happens. The liner I'm going to be using today is something new that I've been testing out this week, and so far I really like it. This is the NYX Cosmetics Epic Ink Liner Pen. It's very much like a drugstore level version of the Kat Von D tattoo liner. So far it is comparable in most areas, except I don't think it is quite as black, but I do like it. Alright, now that the usual black wing is on in full effect, all we have to do is add our glitter. My glitter base of choice is the Lit Cosmetics Clearly Liquid Glitter Base. The glitter I'm using is the Lit Cosmetics Glitter in Soul Sister. It's kind of like a bronze and green duochrome shade, which I really like, and I find that it makes like a really cool effect over eyeliner, so I enjoy that very much and I use it for this often. And I am going to apply that using a Sigma E06 winged liner brush, which is essentially like a teeny tiny winged liner brush. So it's really good for putting the glitter down in the shape of winged liner, but also having like a ton of control over where you're placing it, which I don't find you get enough of if you have a traditional like larger winged liner shape. It kind of just drags it and moves it all over the place. I don't know, I can't really explain why, but this definitely works better. So yeah, I'm just going to start laying down that glitter and you'll see what I mean. And that is all for today's little simple mini glitter eyeliner tutorial. Please go ahead and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I have been putting out 2 videos a week lately and ain't gonna stop anytime soon because I'm having a good time. So please come join me and we'll have a good time together. Just subscribe. Feel free to go ahead and follow me on social media. I am at Miss QuinnFace on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. I love tweeting about makeup. I love talking about makeup on Twitter. I love showing you guys a little behind the scenes on Snapchat. And I post new makeup look pretty much every single day on Instagram. So that's always fun. Come check me out there. I'll link all of that below. And that, my friends, is all for today. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.